Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be like a morning routine. I'm just going to take you along through my morning and show you how it goes. So let's get into it. So first things first, I get my daughter up and I change her. I already did that. I fed her a little bit, fed her 3 ounces from a bottle, only because she didn't eat a lot through the night and I didn't really have time to sit with her this morning, but I will be breastfeeding her off camera anyways. And let me show you my mess. This is what we have from the night before, and I am currently making my coffee. Usually, I wait until my daughter gets fussy again, like right now, and I will go feed her. Okay, so I just fed her maybe about like 20 minutes or so, like maybe 10 on each side anyways. And so right now she is sleeping. I just heated up my coffee, so I just sit here and I have been like drinking my coffee and editing a video that's going to go up today and trying to drink a lot of water. So a couple things I have learned about breastfeeding is they're saying that it makes you really thirsty. For me, it makes me really hungry. But you need to drink a lot of water. That will help with your supply. And then it said after you feed, like after you breastfeed, then it's really good to pump to keep up your supply. And it said, I just like Googled it. So what I found, I'm trying to see if it works. So if it doesn't for you, I'm sorry. But it said pump like 20 minutes or try to. I also read that it's good to pump until your milk is, until you're like empty, but it's also better to pump more often than pump a lot at a time, like spread apart. So a couple things. Also, if you warm a towel, they just said like maybe throw a towel in the dryer or like a little rag or heat it up somehow. I just use water, and you can set it on your chest to like help with the letdown. But anyways, I'm going to finish my coffee and I'll get back to you guys. As you guys can see, we got a new couch. It's actually from my boyfriend's parents, but it's new to us. Anyways, another thing I do every morning is let my dog out, which you didn't see that this morning. I let him out, feed him, feed the cat. I think he needs to be brushed again. You can tell these little, oops. Hold on, come here. These little things right here, you just pull them out. And yeah, he needs to be brushed again. He always needs to be brushed. It doesn't matter how often I brush him. And I think he has to go out again. Want to go outside, go potty? Go outside, go potty? No? Okay. So you do have to go outside? Go outside, go potty? So what I do, since he is husky and I don't want him jumping the fence, I need to clean these windows. Anyways. Wow. I have to hook him up. And then there's a cable. Bad boy! Look, baby. Another thing I do that's not really work is I turn, oops, well I guess I don't do anything. I turn off the fish tank light. My boyfriend always says, why do you always turn it off? Like, completely. And I'm like, oh, they can see in the dark. Because our laundry room is right here and the cat box is in there. And I used to keep a nightlight on for the cat because she liked it. And he's like, oh, they can see in the dark. And I'm like, okay, well, two can play that game. One thing I always eat, like I used to eat it to try to be like kind of healthy when I was pregnant. And now I kind of like it, even though it makes my mouth kind of dry, is peanut butter toast. So that is what I'm doing right now. Need to do the dishes. I'm actually making some more coffee right now. We have been using this kind of peanut butter. It's actually pretty good. Usually we get like Skippy or Jif. I wanted to let you guys know that I filmed this on the weekend, and I actually have 2 teenage sons, also a 13 and 17-year-old. So they were actually still sleeping. Otherwise, if it was during the week, we would have been getting them ready for school and all that. I mean, they would be getting ready for school because they're old enough to do it by themselves. So it would be a little bit different than it is today. It's a little bit more relaxing on the weekends. I am the one that's up early because usually I'm breastfeeding or pumping and stuff like that. Hi. For dinner tonight, I kind of want to have burgers and fries. I don't know. So I took out some hamburger buns and I took out bread from our deep freezer. He did have some food. No, I'm not gonna. Are you serious? This morning, but I'm gonna add some more. So what I do is I go into the garage. It is a mess in here. Anyways, so we keep dog food in a garbage can like this. In the bag, I keep a cup to scoop it. I don't really fill it up all the way. I just do it about halfway, and then they'll get another half full bowl later because they share. We have 2 dogs that share a food dish. We tried to do 2 different dishes when we first got Jack. The other dog's name is Roxy, and she's a plot hound. So we tried to do 2 separate dishes, and they just kept going to each other's dish. So I thought, like, what's the point? Just they can share, because they were basically sharing anyways. I'm going to show you guys something that I do that I don't think you know about. So I just now opened the cabinet to get my peanut butter toast out. I set it up here. Like, I'll do that if I have to leave the room real quick and I don't feel like dealing with the dog eating my stuff. It's easier than just punishing him. It's a lot easier just to like try to prevent the things from happening, you know. Okay, so usually after I sit down and eat something, my daughter, for the most part, is still sleeping, at least for 20 more minutes. So that gives me time to come into my room and pump. Also, I did get different curtains. I got these for free. They're not as long as, I mean, they're big enough for the actual window, but I hung the curtain rod way wider than the window goes just to like make it look bigger. So during the day, usually what I would do is pull these all the way to the outside. But since I do come in here and I breastfeed, I want to kind of have some more privacy. So I kind of close them. Usually what I do is I put a pillow down on the ground and I'll sit here with my back up against the wall because I don't really have a good chair that's like not going to be too big for this room. Plus my dog's bed is here. Need to vacuum that today. Actually, I need to vacuum this whole room. But anyways, so I sit here and I'll show you what I do. So on my changing table, it's kind of a mess right now, but I have this basket where I keep my pump and bottles, and then sometimes I'll put extra bottles in here so I can actually dump out the breastfeeding bottles and keep pumping and not have to like get up and do that. I just now realized I should do that like the other day. I was like, that's a good idea. So what I do is I will set it here. Usually the dog's not in here with me. And then I'll plug it in right here. And this outlet's kind of wonky, like the plug kind of hangs out a tiny bit, so like barely is plugged in. That's why I usually don't have him, because I feel like he'll knock it out. And then I just sit here. The TV is over there, so I would usually watch something on the TV and sit here and pump. And usually right next to me, I would set my water and stuff. So I know it's not the best system, but it is what I do for now until I can find a good chair. Also, this is a good time too to throw laundry into the wash if I'm going to be sitting down anyways. It doesn't take much time to throw this into the wash. These are my daughter's clothes. Yeah, throw this into the wash, and then while it's washing, I'm pumping, and soon after pumping, it will be done so I could throw it into the dryer.